कौन डॉक्टर चेक करेगा हमें? तो यही हमारा मुद्दा है। अगला दिन हम लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक भी पहुंचेंगे।
Cause shade never made anybody less gay. That line from You Need to Calm Down by Taylor Swift became an LGBTQ anthem worldwide. But while the world talks about identity, rights and acceptance, India is debating a serious and controversial question. Can the government decide someone's gender identity? At the root of this is a new law passed in the Indian Parliament.
जहां एक मेडिकल बोर्ड, एक पढ़ा लिखा इंसान, देश के नागरिक को हम खड़ा करके किसके सामने? एक मेडिकल बोर्ड के सामने, और वो फैसला करेगा कि आपका जेंडर क्या है। ये कोई तरीका होता है?
ट्रांसजेंडर व्यक्तियों को उनको पहचान प्रमाण पत्र वो दिए जाएंगे। राष्ट्रीय परिषद के गठन में भी बदलाव किया गया है।
Officials often asked degrading questions. आप मीठे हो? Some even said, देखने से तो नहीं लगते कि ट्रांस हो। Sir, now we are adding another layer of verification. This is not correct.
In the same week, two very different headlines made global news. In Munich, Dominic Krause became the first openly gay mayor in a German constitutional office. Days after the Netherlands voted for its first openly gay Prime Minister, Rob Jetten. And at the same time, in India, Parliament passed the Transgender Persons Protection of Rights Amendment Bill 2026. Now, one headline was about representation and progress, and the other triggered protests, criticism, and a national debate even as the central government defended its move. So, what exactly changed with this amendment?
Even transgenders are also citizens of India. They need to be protected. They need to be guided by the government. If there are problems or uncertainties, it is the duty of the government to address that. So, government has given a legal definition and given adequate provision to support the transgender community.
ट्रांसजेंडर की व्याख्या इसमें हमने स्पष्ट करी है। कोई भी व्यक्ति ट्रांसजेंडर माना नहीं जाएगा, वो उभयलिंगी होना ही चाहिए, तभी माना जाएगा। और इसके लिए हमने एक मेडिकल जांच की व्यवस्था करी है, उसको कानूनी जामा पहना है।
The biggest issue is self-identification. Earlier, transgender persons in India could legally identify their gender through self-declaration. This right was recognized in the historic Supreme Court judgment Nalsa versus Union of India, which made gender identity part of the fundamental right to dignity and personal liberty. But the 2026 amendment changes this, and that is where the controversy begins. According to critics and activists, the new amendment requires verification or certification for gender identity recognition, which means identity may no longer be based on self-declaration. For many struggling with identity in tough socio-economic conditions, this shifts the system from self-identity to state-approved identity. And that is why many activists have labeled this a step backwards.
In narrowing the act, what it narrows the first and foremost is the definition of who can be a transgender person. The definition now, according to the bill, only includes 4 socio-cultural identities, which is Hijra, Kinnar, Jogti and Aravani. Other than this, what the bill also does is that it includes intersex persons within this definition.
Now, this backlash is not just about a law. It is about a much bigger question. Who gets to decide identity? Critics argue that identity should be personal, not bureaucratic, because for transgender individuals, identity is not paperwork, it is their reality. their life and their existence. Many activists say the law could increase bureaucratic hurdles, reduce autonomy, lead to exclusion, and undermine dignity. So the debate is now both social and legal. Legal experts are now linking this issue to constitutional rights. They argue this is connected to right to dignity, right to privacy, right to personal liberty. So this is no longer just a policy discussion. It is becoming a constitutional debate about identity and freedom.
आगे जाके हमारा अभी तो ये कार्यक्रम चल रहा है, हम लोग हर जगह से ये मुद्दा उठा रहे हैं। हम लोग अगर ये बिल एक्ट हो जाए तो हम लोग का पहला काम है, हम लोग को सबको आरटीआई करना ज़रूरी है। जो हाई कोर्ट में आरटीआई करना ज़रूरी है, डिस्ट्रिक्ट कोर्ट पे आरटीआई करना ज़रूरी है कि उसमें बात बोल रहे हैं कि ट्रांस कम्युनिटी को अगर कोई चुरा के ले आते हैं तो उसका ये दंड होगा, ये साजा होगा उसका। हमारा सरकार से ये पूछना है कितने ट्रांस को चुरा के लेके आए, उसका डाटा हमें चाहिए, उसका डाटा हमें दो। तो और हमारा जो स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी है, हम लोग स्क्रीनिंग कमेटी में कभी भी नहीं जाएंगे। वो डॉक्टर में हमारा से कोई है क्या? कौन डॉक्टर चेक करेगा हमें? तो यही हमारा मुद्दा है। अगला दिन हम लोग सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक भी पहुंचेंगे इसको लेकर।
Around the world, conversations on LGBTQ+ rights are evolving. Some countries are expanding rights, some are restricting them, some are still debating them. India now finds itself at a crossroads between law, identity, rights, and governance. And the decisions taken now will shape the future of gender rights in the country. Many have also pointed out how aged leaders are deciding the fate of a young India. A quick search reveals the average age of Indians estimated to be around 28 years old. On the other hand, the average age of MPs in the 18th Lok Sabha is almost double that, at around 56 years old. It is not just about one community, it is about a principle that affects everyone. Can the state define who you are, or should that right belong only to you? Because identity is not just a document, it is dignity, it is freedom, it is existence. And that is why many are calling this moment identity on trial.